So, hello friends, today we'll be starting with none other than motion, and I hope you all will enjoy it as it is quite an interesting topic. Well, this is what we'll be looking at. First, we'll learn what is speed, then we'll define average speed, plotter. We'll go through all these topics. Please just have a quick look. Now, coming to our main part, speed and velocity. So, speed is the change in distance per second. And let me tell you, it is different from velocity completely, as velocity is the change in displacement per second. Now, I'll just explain here by telling you that distance and displacement are two different terms, as distance is the total length of path covered by an object, whereas displacement is none other than the shortest distance between the initial point and the final point. So friends, this is the basic difference between distance and displacement. So for example, and always remember, just a quick tip for you guys, that displacement here, it is always the straight line path from the initial point to the final point, as it is the shortest distance between it. And we know that shortest distance between any two points is none other than the straight line. Now, for example, if I start from here and go till this place, and then from here I go till here. So this approximately is of 3 meters, and this friends is of 4 meters. So the distance, which is the total length of the path covered by the object, it is going to be 3 plus 7, that is distance is equals to 7. But now displacement would be different, as displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and the final point. So we'll connect these 2 points, and here we can see that this is a right angle triangle. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, 3 square plus 4 square would be equal to this x square. Just giving it a variable, you can take any other name. So x square. So here we what we would get is the value that would be 9 plus 16 is equals to x square. That is 25 is equals to x square, and x is equals to 5. So now I have a simple question. So this is the difference between speed. Speed is the total distance upon total time, whereas velocity is the total displacement upon time. Okay, friends. Now, moving forward in this question only, what I'll add here is that if the boy covers this distance or displacement both in 35 seconds, what will his speed be and what will his velocity be if he covers it in 35 seconds? So we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. So distance is 7. 7 divided by uh 35, that would give us none other than 0.2 meters per second. 0.2, imagine they are in meters. 0.2 meters per second. And friends, as this is in meters and this is in seconds, so the unit which we get is meters per second. So this would be 0.2 meters per second. And velocity, as we know, is the change in displacement per second. It would be 5 by 35, which would give us 1 by 7 meters per second. Now you can use a calculator to find out what this value is in decimal numericals, as you'll be allowed to use calculators in your IGCSEs. So this is the velocity, and so velocity is 1 by 7 meters per second, and the speed is 0.2 meters per second. So friends, do you understand the minor difference between speed and velocity? I guess you do. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the comment. And there's one more thing. Distance is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity, sorry for the bad handwriting, scalar quantity, whereas displacement is a vector quantity. So vector quantity is that it has distance plus it has the magnitude, that is the numerical value. So this might be 1 by 7 meters per second towards east or towards north. So it's a vector quantity. This is not something to be remembered, but just for your information so that the concept is more clear to you. Displacement is a vector quantity. Now, one more difference is that displacement can even be zero. For example, if I start from here, go till here, then go here, and then come back again here, taking the same path, 3, 4, and 5. So my final and initial point, so that's the distance between the final and the initial point. So displacement would be 0, okay? But the distance would be 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. So we can easily find out that there are this minute difference between distance and displacement is what changes speed and velocity. So do memorize the formula, as it is a very simple one. While solving the questions, do properly go through them and read carefully whether it's velocity, whether it's displacement, distance covered, or whatever the units are. And both of them are the unit for speed and velocity is meters per second. Um, I hope all of this was easy for you all and you had a lot of fun in it. But we'll just solve a sample question. So here we can see that the person goes from place A to B and then comes back again. That is 500 meters gone and 500 meters back. Let's assume that he does that in 2000 seconds. So the speed would be distance, total distance upon total time, that is 500 plus 500, which would give us 1000, and total time is 2000 seconds. So the speed would be zero point 0.5 meters per second, but the velocity, as the final and initial points are same, it would be 0 because the distance, the person came back to the same position where he started from. So we can conclude that the velocity is none other than 0 meters per second. So you can see a speed and velocity. So I hope the concept is clear to you and we'll move further.
Bye bye, subscribe to my channel and keep